Hey YouTube, Israel here with another unboxing video. It's been a while since I've done an unboxing video. I'm going to be using this new knife I picked up. It's a K-bar. It's a K-bar small hunter, and it is a more traditional design. I will be reviewing this at some point, but I just really liked the looks of it. It was like $22 or something. So I'm going to be using this to do the unboxing. And inside this box there are no knives. This is the first unboxing I've ever done, I think, that didn't include any knives at all. But there's a machete, there's a budget tomahawk, and there's some crazy thing that I'll show you in a minute. Alright, let's unbox this. What's in it? Oh yes, alright, let me get the packaging stuff out. I'll be back. Alright YouTube, what does that say? Yes, Lord of the Rings Weapons and Arms Collection. This is the Uruk-Hai scimitar. It's more like an extra heavy machete, but I'll show you that in a minute. What else do we have? Hold on. And this is going to be a budget tomahawk. Alright, and the last item that was in here, a cold steel machete. It's a two-handed machete from Cold Steel. Let me get these all out of the box and I will show you what all these are close up. Alright YouTube, the first item, see this? This is basically a mini hawk. I believe they're calling it the survival axe or something like that. I decided to try this out because it was literally less than $10, and you know, it's an interesting little mini tomahawk. It'd be cool to do some throwing with this. You know, I'm not trained to throw hawks, but if you are, this would be a neat little hawk. And it comes with a wrap and a lanyard. And you know, I better wrap the lanyard because this is so massive that it might fly out of my hand. So for safety's sake, I better wrap the lanyard. Yeah, I'm kidding, by the way. Well, this is a pretty cool item. It is sharp. I mean, for a $9 hawk. I'll do a little mini review of this in the future because everyone is always asking for hawk reviews. Tomahawks are actually more popular than knives as far as, you know, the attention they get at the views. Alright, so that's the budget hawk. Alright YouTube, there you see the Uruk-Hai scimitar. This is actually a movie collectible. And I don't usually buy any sort of movie swords because usually they're not functional swords. Usually it's something that would break if you actually hit anything with it. But this right here is one solid piece of metal. It's actually high carbon steel. They don't say exactly what, but you know, probably a cheaper carbon steel, but still. There's many machetes that are made of cheap carbon steels. And this is bigger than I thought. And just in case you don't know, if you're not familiar with J.R.R. Tolkien, he wrote the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings series on, you know, those blockbuster movies were based. This is a sword that was used by the Uruk-Hai, which were the super goblin orcs in the movies. And I didn't know that this came with this, but this actually came with this. You could use it as a wall plaque. It also came with things to make it into a stand, and I believe that is the symbol, the Hand of Saruman. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that this actually came with this. It's really nice. It's like smooth lacquered. This whole thing was $50. Pretty good deal for what you get. Alright, and it is weathered. They purposely tried to make it look, you know, like it was used by orcs. Alright, so there is weathering on it. You see there's basically that giant spike there. But I mean, this is very thick. You can see how thick it is. Here's the handle. You know, it's a leather wrapped handle. And it's actually not sharpened, but I'm pretty sure it could be sharpened. They call it a scimitar. It's more like an ultra heavy machete. But yeah, stay tuned. In the future I'll do a little review and I'll chop some things with this weapon of orcish death. Alright, and the last item, a nice cold steel machete. Alright, and this is the Cold Steel. Latin machete. And this item was about $20. It was very cheap for what it is. It's a traditional Latin machete, right? But it is a two-handed machete. Yeah, this thing pretty much cries out to be used for some chopping, so I'll probably just have some fun and kill some water jugs with this. Alright, YouTube, well there you go. The little mini survival axe, cold steel, two-handed Latin machete, very nice, and the Orc scimitar, collectible, movie collectible, Lord of the Rings series. Stay tuned for many more videos, and of course the reviews, or at least the cutting demos with some of these. Alright, and I am out of here, dudes. Peace out.